They call him the young Sinatra, the king of croon. Michael Buble has been in Australia drumming up sales of his third album, Call Me Irresponsible.
Call me irresponsible, call me unreliable.
Not that the 31-year-old Canadian needs help in Australia. The album flew straight to #1 with double platinum sales. It's not just the music that's smooth, something this entertainment reporter found out during a chat with Michael Buble.
I wanted to hit you with a bit of a history question first. You talk a lot, or you're asked a lot about your grandfather, who seemed to more nurture your love of this music as opposed to inspire it. Was it a bonding thing? How important was he in this whole process?
Oh, well, huge. I mean, it was a perfect way for a grandfather and a grandson to become friends on a very common level. I guess we loved hockey and we loved music, and it's weird, you know, we're just people, and you know, it was one of those things where you could call him every day, or we could call me, and we could have arguments about who was better, Sinatra or Dean Martin, or, you know, what his favorite song was, or why mine wasn't that, or this and that. And then, of course, when I was 14 years old, I said, this is what I want to do. And he started to, he started to take me to the clubs.
It's a great story, his grandfather, a plumber, using an interesting form of currency when negotiating the underaged Michael's performances.
We'd put in a free toilet if you'd let the grandson up on stage to sing. And of course, these club owners, the deal in those nightclubs is you can work, but you can't drink. So, you know, you come in and you're zipped out. And he was great with me. My grandpa still to this day. I mean, and I should say, not just him, you know. There were nights where I played at nightclubs, and if my family, cousins and uncles and aunts and sister, you know, if they didn't all show up, this place would have been empty. So, you know, without their support, I'd have nothing.
Your grandfather must be beside himself now. Does he still ring you up and have a go at you about particular performances, or?
Oh yeah, my mother too. You know, it's great with my mom because she loves me to death unconditionally. But she's like me. You know, I'm very much like my mom. We're kind of feisty and.
It's a loud Italian family.
Oh yeah,
isn't it?
and if I'm good, I'll be the first person to hear that I was good. I was on American Idol, as a matter of fact, and she called me and I said, "What'd you think?" She said, "Not your best." And I just
Thanks,
said,
Mom.
"Thanks, Mom. What do you really think?" And she went, "Well, actually, you really blah blah blah." But I'm glad, you know. That's nice for me to hear. It's real, you know. I would hate if people were always kissing up and stuff like that. It's great to have people around me that are real with me.
What about the music? It's timeless, it's beautiful. You've made it your own.
Yeah.
There's a couple of tracks on this album which are originals though, but I've heard you say that you will always go back to doing the old songs, which is kind of interesting for an artist. Not your usual response, I suppose.
I mean, that's where my passion lies, and that's who I've been, and for so many years I fought to do what I'm doing right now, and I never thought I'd do it at this level. And of success, or that I would be doing it in 40 some odd countries. And now that I've had success, I mean, and that I've struggled for it all these years, I'd be crazy to turn around and decide that now I'm going to do this or that. And I'm lucky. I mean, I'm lucky. I've been lucky enough to go all over the world and to meet people that I never dreamed of meeting. I mean, let alone sit. I mean, Tony Bennett. I used to sit. My father's a fisherman, and I was a crewman on his ship for 6 years, and I used to sit and listen to Tony, and you know, dream about what I'd say if I ever met him, or you know what I mean. And then, you know, to be standing in the studio singing with him, or I was on Oprah with him, for God's sake, and it's crazy. I ask him advice. You know, I figure of anyone in the world, you know, to ask, this is the guy, and he's just always been really classy. I think that's the word to use, is he's a class act. Not only the greatest interpreter of songs in the world, but a nice guy, a good gentleman.
Michael's carved a career on the finger-snapping tunes of the likes of old Blue Eyes and believes wholeheartedly in the theory, when you're on a good thing, stick to it.
And so we shouldn't hold our breath for a Michael Buble cover of Hit Me Baby One More Time,
God
perhaps?
help me, I would slap me. I would hit me baby one more time.